What's up, yo? It's your boy Mike. Those who haven't subscribed, I don't know what y'all doing. Hit that subscribe button. You already know. More basketball content coming your way.
The 73rd season of the UAAP, you're still watching the match between the UP Fighting Maroons and the NU Bulldogs. And at the half, the Maroons lead 41-21.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, Mikey's here.
It's the same exact background, guys. Same exact spot. Smart in there. Nandiyan si Marts. Hi, Marts! Hindi ikaw ang bida ngayon. Huwag ka muna magulo. Huwag kang magulo. Ikaw naman ang mag-alaga ngayon, Marts. Ikaw naman ang mag-alaga.
Halata bang hindi naliligo, Brad? Pero amoy tao tayo.
Hindi naliligo, hindi natutulog.
The door's open.
Nice to see you, Marts. Hello.
Hey!
Hi, guys. So we have a new segment. And of course, our first guest for this segment, I had to get someone iconic. Hindi, actually, I had to get someone na kayang-kaya ko yung message. Yun lang naman talaga yung reason kung bakit. But I'm joined by the one, the only, Ricky Flores, whom I've always said was the first of yung modern day courtside reporter basketball player couple.
Wow.
Sabi ko nga Diego Dario and Sam Corrales, ano na yan? Ano na lang yan, kumbaga nakigaya na lang sa uso.
Grabe naman.
But how are you? How are you?
I'm okay.
How are you, ate? How are you?
I'm alright. Don't ate me naman.
Hindi, si Kuya tawag ko kay Martin eh. But congratulations.
Thank you.
Parang sanay na sanay ka na eh. It's like, wala na.
Sa nakaka-addict eh.
Which one?
Magmahal ng ibang tao. Na maliit.
Talaga. I don't wanna know. I have yet to reach that point.
Sure.
But guys, again, new
We'll
segment. We'll get there in many more episodes and many more years of Mikey TV. But we're here today with Ricky Flores, and for the past month, obviously May ko na lalabas to, diba? So for the whole of April, I started to bring back familiar faces whom really kumbaga entertained us on the court. Diba? We had a lot of basketball players na talaga nakwento nila yung buhay nila, especially when they were making waves in the UAAP. But I figured May, I was gonna get into the heads, or I'd want to share the stories of people who made waves along the lines of pwede ba sports media. So sa may court side, yeah.
More media, yeah.
Yeah, and you girls and guys have the best seats in the house.
It's true.
Diba? Kahit hanggang dugout.
Oo, actually.
Minsan sumusobra naman. Minsan sumusobra.
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman. Di ba? Hindi ba kami naglalakad-lakad nung courtside? Hindi ba ako naglalakad doon na nakatawel lang? Di ba?
No.
Yeah. And again, Ricky is close to me. Di ba? Hindi mo lang napansin. Pero Ricky is close to me because she was my first ever courtside reporter in UP. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2009.
Was it my first year also?
Yeah, 2009, 2010.
Oh.
Yep.
See, I don't even remember, but wow. Yeah.
Pero let's talk about first year, Kumbaga, did you ever think or did you ever consider auditioning for a courtside spot during your time?
That's a good question. It was my mom actually who really pushed me. She would always write down the name of Gerald Jicana because he's the guy that you contact like way back in the day. You call him, you email him. A picture, blah blah blah. So she would write down the requirements. So you need proof of enrollment. You need a 2x2 yacht or like a whole body picture, and you have to send it to Gerald Jicana. And she wrote it down, and then she would keep plastering it in different parts of the house, like really pushing me.
ABS to si Gerald.
Oh yeah, Gerald Jicana. I think he passed away a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that was old school. Like if you wanted to get a job, you really had to call and follow up on email and stuff like that. So, and that was how it all started. Yeah.
But you took speech comm, right?
In
speech
UP.
Comm, diba? Yeah. So you were more or less in the industry of speaking.
I guess. I feel like everybody is. Like everybody just wants to be, right?
Ako, di ko akala maging ganito ako. So, at least ikaw, getting a course, alam mo na that you wanted to.
Sort of in that line.
So what was the plan? Why did you take speech comm? What was the end goal?
It was supposed to be medyo medical, mga speech therapist kind of
Talaga.
thing. Yeah. But also
Ah,
because I couldn't see myself doing anything else for a living
tama. Like
aside from
all freshmen. Like, what are
basically.
we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Okay, so speech com. So more or less, you were kumbaga, more or less you wanted that to be, the focus of your career moving
Oh,
forward. But your first year, Martin was already part of the team. So kahit pa paano nanonood ka na ng basketball. Did you know anything about basketball pre-Martin?
I did.
Oh, you did. So you grew up a fan.
I wouldn't say like grew up, but um I knew about basketball, if you asked me if I had a favorite
Yeah.
back then, or like how you all have those moments where you fall in love with the sport, or when you get really into a sport. And I was just having this conversation with Martin the other day because mine was when Robert Ory was at the peak of his
Oh,
career,
NBA.
and he was big shot Bob, and that was like the moment that it all started.
So
Yeah.
Sacramento, LA, and Portland,
LA,
LA.
oo, oo,
Portland,
mga
LA.
ganon. I
Oh,
was
mga
like, ooh,
ganon.
interesting.
So that was it. You were just a fan of the game. Hindi mo pa
Start.
nakikita yung mga Di mo napapakinggan yung commentators. I don't know. Was it David Aldridge at that time? I don't know if Doris Burke was there already. But you didn't.
No, there was
Di
nothing
mo
about.
napapansin.
There was
Di mo
nothing about.
napapansin.
No.
How about college basketball? You were in
Yeah,
St. Paul, di ba? St. Paul
the
Pasig.
Joseph Yos. Yeah,
Joseph
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yo.
the Joseph
Ateneo
Yos.
Lasal. Ateneo
Yeah.
Lasal. So who was your childhood crush? Kasi laging meron yung mga courtside report growing up. Sa
Joseph Yo was always
Joseph
part of
Yo.
the list. Yeah, Joseph Yo.
Joseph Yo. Okay.
May isa pa. May
Japs
isa
Kuan,
pa.
di ba?
Yeah.
Japs
Wait,
Kuan.
there's another one. Meron pa isa.
Sobrang layo ng Joseph Yo sa Japs Kuan, by the way. Sobrang layo nun.
It's very diverse.
Oo nga eh.
Okay.
Pinoy na Pinoy.
All
Tsaka
over the place.
Okay, so
Sobrang chop suey.
wala pa din. And kasi merong mga
Mike
girls.
Cortez.
Mike
The cool
Cortez.
cat.
Okay,
Mike
yun medyo
Cortez.
malapit kay Japs ng konti. Okay, so
Sorry.
the Martin Reyes, ano pa yan? Later pa yan. Bata pa yan eh. So when you started watching the UAAP, did you notice na kagad? Kasi may mga girls na growing up, they would idolize Patty Laurel, they would
no.
idolize Gretchen Pulido. Wala. Wala
No.
talaga.
No. Wala siya sa radar ko at all na may ganon.
And you didn't have a school. Kumbaga, St. Paul ka eh, so you weren't like supporting any school.
Yes.
So wala.
Yes, wala. Wala din. Wala siya sa radar.
Wala talaga.
Wala talaga. Bakit? Natatawa.
Nakakatawa kasi pinagkakita mo industriya na yan, hindi mo alam napapasukin. Hindi mo alam na yan pala yung... So pagpasok mo ng college nga, when was the moment that you finally took your mom's advice na sige na nga, tatry ko? Kasi Martin was already in the team.
Yeah. Well, it just all came together. When Martin was in the team, I didn't want to take Gretchen's job. Like, I didn't plan on
Hirap sundan eh.
It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. It wasn't part of the plan. But sometimes you just try things and they happen to be two things that you love and they merge and they go really well. So one of those things. Sometimes you just try things. And that's how it happened.
You entered UP 2006.
Oh.
So that was
So there's a good
Pulido.
2 years. Yeah, Gretchen Pulido and Kathy Untalan pa.
And then Trish Roque.
Trish Roque.
So puro 1 year lang. I mean, si Gretch kasi last year of the 3.
Oo.
Guys, si Gretchen Pulido nga lang ang 3 years ata nag-courtside reporter. 3 years.
Oo.
So 2006 was the last of the 3 para kay Gretch.
I think
And then one kay, who was the other
Kathy.
one?
Kathy Untalan.
That was 2007. 2008 was
2008,
Trish Roque. So puro 1 year lang. And
Mm.
then you decided na mag-audition?
Yeah.
So talaga literal, like nagsubmit ka lang ng wala na?
Oo. Kasi nag-picture lang ako, tapos nag-submit ako. And then, yeah, that's how it happened. I didn't tell anybody that I was going to do it.
Martin knew, obviously.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think
did
at
he
the
support?
time. Yeah. He thought it was cool. he thought it was cool. So I was like, oh, sige. Go try natin, diba? And that's where I saw Aaron and Jessica.
Yeah.
My batchmate Patch was there. There were a bunch of people from UP there. Try lang, diba? The best, the best time to try things is in college.
That's true.
You can't you can't fail.
That's what I told my girlfriend. The best time to try is when you're in college.
With regards to what? Before I react.
So anyway, okay. So pasa ka ganun. What was the process like before? I don't even know what the process is like now, but then like what was it like before? Sobrang feeling ko manual. Like manual.
There's no process.
2009, no Twitter, Facebook lang to.
Oo, magdala ka ng index card, gano'n. Dala ka ng index card, dala ka ng ballpen, tapos tara. And so, ABS-CBN, may mga levels of screening yan. So if you pass the first one, diba, you get an email and then you meet again in the same office. And then there's one audition process where they put you in like a parang auditorium, parang mini theater. Okay. And like all the big time execs are there. It's Diana, basta they're all there. And then they tell you to go in front. Tapos parang may monitor yata they let you watch something.
Then you
kailangan mo. Yeah, you sort of report. Diba?
But more or less, you kind of knew already the jargons and like the how to report, like basketball terms, basketball situations, kahit paano.
Before this, I took an officiating class with Sir Barber. Yeah, so I was in that officiating class. So parang medyo nag-immerse talaga ako in it. I immersed myself in the sports. So I wouldn't say I was a pro.
Yeah,
but I could understand. Yeah,
so
I could understand.
You took the officiating class because you knew you were gonna audition. O hindi rin?
Hindi rin. I just really wanted to learn.
Love mo lang si Martin. Ganun. Love mo lang si Martin.
Oo, parang feeling ko fun siya.
Parang hindi lang naman ikaw yung nice game. Good job.
Yes. Nice shot.
Nice shot. Uy, sama ng game mo. 2 points ka lang. Ganun, diba? Para medyo may knowledge naman ng konti, diba? May ambag ka naman. Kasi syempre,
and I just thought it would be fun. Officiating, diba? Naisip mo ba yun? That's hard stuff, man. You have to make decisions like right away.
But it's surprising how you needed to take that. Di ba softball ka? So, di ba?
I didn't. Sobrang different kaya siya.
No, di ba hindi mo naman kailangan mag-PE?
Hindi nga. It was an elective. That's why sobrang whoa.
So you didn't need to take it at all.
I didn't need to take it. I just wanted to take basketball officiating. You know, buy one of those whistles, run up and down the court. Just one of those things you try. Again, the best time to try things is in college.
Which, by the way, guys, she was part of the softball team. So you played how many seasons for the team?
Oh wow, I played 5.
So kinumpleto mo din.
Full 5. Full 5 din.
Okay, so wait, let's talk about how you juggled all 3 later on. But so when the auditioning process started, were you confident? Like I can speak, I know the game, or did you nandun ka pa rin ba dun sa jitters na oh my gosh, like big time? I'm assuming Direk Abet was there. I'm assuming
Direk Abet was there.
So parang paano to?
But see, like I didn't know that Direk Abet was Direk Abet. Direk Abet who runs the whole show, diba? You don't know that Direk Al is Direk Al. Direk Al. Diba?
Puro mukha lang sila.
Yeah, puro mukha lang sila. And I think that's one of the things that I love about my process is that I didn't see it as something to be intimidated by. Alam mo yun, something that was like, oh my God, I have to have it. Alam mo yun, it was just something that I tried. And because, I like to speak and, I'm into sports, I figured it would be a nice, so I guess it just all worked out.
Yeah, because you weren't as, maybe there are some who would audition and like, pag hindi nila nakuha, like it would be the end of their college lives. Ganun. May mga ganun eh. Yung talagang, I wanna get this. If I don't get this, I don't know what's gonna happen. So you were more of like, I just enjoy this. Magagamit ko yung tinuro sa akin ni Sir Barber. My boyfriend plays with the team, diba? Would be cool. Masabi ko lang, I tried. At least I tried, diba?
hindi na magtatampo na hindi kami pwede mag-date kasi may practice the next day, di ba? I will be at that
Nandun ka na.
practice.
Tsaka may reason ka nang nandun ka. Hindi yung parang clingy ka lang.
Oo. I need to take notes. Diba? Wala akong report, babe. I need to be here.
I have to be honest. I don't know now, but during our time, pag may girl na nanonood, agad-agad clingy yun.
Automatic.
Di ba? Parang,
Automatic.
nanonood yung girlfriend mo or nililigawan mo, nanonood. Clingy. At least ikaw, like, oh, I need to be here.
Yeah. But that's like kidding aside. I
Yeah.
actually, yeah. It was fun.
So how was it na? So when you finally entered the room or when you finally went through the process, how was it like? Did you know anyone like personally, like may friends ka doon, or you just knew like familiar faces, ganyan? Kahit paano may confidence yun eh.
Yeah. I met everyone there for the first time. Si Patch was there. We were batchmates in high school. Mishi also. Si Maan Panganiban, remember
Panganiban,
Maan?
yep.
Maan was there, and I just knew her because she played volleyball and I played softball, so like varsity people. Yeah, puro ganun lang.
Wait, so Maan
Yeah.
was studying in UP?
Yeah, she was studying for
Okay,
UP. So
so
she was
Maan
also
UP,
auditioning for UP.
Patch Kansana.
Yeah, UST.
No, I mean
Erin Torrejon.
she was studying in UST.
Yes.
Erin
Yes.
Torrejon was studying in LaSalle.
Yes.
Jessica Mendoza, Ateneo. And then, ayun, yung mga yon. So you were auditioning for a certain school? Kasi ngayon, ang alam ko, you just audition, tas ilalagay ka lang. Before it was...
parang ngayon, diba? Parang ngayon, yeah, it's different, no? So before, you go in and obviously, you have a preference. Like, you're from UP, malamang you're from UP. So they put you in, they assume already that you're auditioning for UP.
So it wasn't
Why?
top
How is
8.
it now? Is it
Ang
different?
alam ko ngayon, it's...
You audition as broadcaster.
You audition as broadcaster and then, kunyari, may dalawang UP. Pipili sila ng ito sa UP, ikaw, lalagay ka namin sa... Like, Jaime Escalon, lalagay ka namin sa UE. So...
That's how Maan ended up in NU.
So all of you were auditioning for UP?
Not all of us.
You and Maan?
Well, yeah, obviously, me and Maan.
So you weren't competing with like Jessica? I mean,
No.
competing in a sense na. Okay. No. So school mo
Kasi
lang.
parang gets na yun eh. Oo na. Oh, you're from Ateneo, so you got.
Yeah.
Parang it was really like a fanfare kind of thing.
Oh,
diba?
Dati sobrang wild. May mga commercial pa yun, di ba? Na parang, you wanna be the next courtside reporter. It was a
Gerald
thing.
Jicana. I will never forget Gerald Jicana.
Yeah. So when you got there, ito na, audition process. Like, every level, you weren't anxious. Did I get in? Did I no?
I'm sure I was.
Yeah. You were just convincing yourself na, hindi, okay lang naman. Kahit hindi.
Yeah, I'm sure I was. But parang ever since when I was in grade school, high school, like I would always sort of just push past the shyness that only is honestly just like a sentence. One sentence, you get it out, and like it's just free flowing.
Very true.
Yeah, parang I discovered that early, and I've just always been pushing past the 10 seconds, the one sentence, right? It makes sense.
Yeah, totoo. But I had like Andre, I had Anton. Who did you have to really like guide you through the, understanding the ins and outs?
Boom. Yeah, Boom is...
Pero pasok ka na nun.
Oh, pasok na ako nun. Before this, I had as sort of like a mentor, si Miko Halili. Because I was doing some radio on the side for NU 107 college. Yeah, some college station. And he was like my very first boss. Okay. Sa kanya actually, this was around the same time that mom was writing Gerald Jicana email and number on a paper. This is around the same time. I think I floated the idea na, parang I want to audition for courtside reporter for my school. And he was like, you should totally do it. So he was like one of the major pushes also. Yeah. Like, you should totally do it. And I was like, you know what? I will. Thank you.
And then when you how was that? So you get an email. Oh, so let's say yung last how many were left? Like 10?
Oo, parang na shortlist na siya.
Shortlist. Tapos
shortlist na siya sa lahat ng school. Tapos parang i-assign na lang sa'yo yung school.
Oh, so unang sinabi sa'yo was pasok ka. Hindi pa sinasabi sang school ka.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. So when you finally found out na pasok ka, sobrang...
Yay! Yeah, I got it.
Hindi ka biglang, oh shit, I got it. Paano to?
You don't know yet kasi what's in store until you're actually there in front of Araneta, diba? Fans. The bright TV on your face. It's only
The red
there
light.
that you fully
The
grasp.
red light.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's only there that you fully grasp. Nakapomada pa yung buhok and everything. So, it's only then that you fully grasp the job that you got into. Diba?
So when you got in, hindi pa din. Wala pa. Hindi pa masyado. Like, oh, okay, I
Di
got
pa
it.
din. Di pa din. So you just write down you write down a script on index cards. You know, you try to understand it as best you can. You deliver the lines on camera and then you're off cam and you deliver the rest off cam, diba?
That's true.
It's like it's such an adrenaline rush. Like if you're the kind who wants to, alam mo yun, see how far you can go writing scripts and delivering them online. Dude, it's a fun job. It was
It
talagang
is.
fun.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. Oh, so when you got in finally and then sabi na pasok ka, you didn't know na UP pa. So yun, may anxiety yun, sure, na parang UP ba ako or ililipat ako sa iba.
Everyone's
Doon
checking.
ka
waiting.
anxious.
Oh, sige, sana ko.
Okay. So
But at the same time, like, adventure din kung sa iba, di ba?
so straight up you would have taken it even if it's some other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Martin
The
would have said it
experience.
would have allowed you, but yeah.
I would have been like, do you own me? Is there a ring on
I'd
this
be like,
finger?
I'd be like, wag na.
Kunyari, ano pa? Malayo.
Oh, malayo.
Tapos,
Tipong sa University Belt, FEU, UE. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, ang lalayo. Tapos yung mga,
Kailangan nandun ka.
yung mga pogi pa doon. Mga Rafi Reyes. Mga Reyes na naman.
Nakatuwalya lang sa locker room.
Jens Nutel. Yung mga ganyan. Yung mga pogi doon eh. Diba? So, siguro Ateneo kaya pa eh. Kasi parang, okay, dyan lang sa Katipunan. Taft, medyo malayo na din yung Taft eh. But you would have like, so talagang you were, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn that down.
I think once you went through the process, you started to realize, no, I want to do this. Like, I really want to do it. Like, hindi na specifically for UP. Like, I really want to do this.
Yeah, I really want to do this. That was my initial, like, yun talaga. That's what it was all based on. Like, sige, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Really want to do it. Let's try it out.
So finally, nung binigay UP, sino una nakala? Si Martin. Siyempre, si una. Nakahinga si Martin. Nakahinga si Martin. Sa amin ka, okay, good. Okay, good. Yung mga Kirk Long nasa kabila.
Oo nga.
Diba? Kirk Long, di ba? So when it was announced na UP, how did you prepare? How did you prepare na okay, like mentally, okay, I'm gonna do this na. I really need to focus na seseryosohin ko na to. Kasi ayaw mo mapahiya in front of the camera.
It's true. That's true.
Mapahiya.
I feel like there are things just like that na no matter how hard you try, mapapahiya ka talaga. There's always a first for everything.
Meron naman talaga moments.
And I think the challenge is getting back on the horse after you sort of fall down. So my very first report, as usual,
there you go.
fucked it up. So didn't go very well. Not like I planned. You know, it wasn't perfect.
This was UPNU, I believe, kasi yun yung first game ever ko sa UP. So UPNU, medyo madaming tao.
Yeah, I wanted to report that, you know, yung status message ng mga Facebook nila, sobrang pumped up ng boys and stuff like that. And instead of Facebook, I said Friendster. I don't know why. But like even during that time, sobrang ancient na ng Friendster, okay? Nobody uses Friendster.
Wala naman ako Friendster noon.
Oh, nakakahiya. I was like, where did that come from?
Sinabi mo talaga, Friendster?
Yeah, Friendster. Oops, Facebook account.
Oh, but you corrected yourself right away.
Yeah, I did. And I was like, what the fudge? Friendster? All the things that could have went wrong.
What's funny is a lot of young people right now are probably watching, and they would be like, ano yung Friendster? Literal.
Ano ulit yun? Rewind. Ano ulit yun? Friends. Google Friendster. What is
this?
Sobrang naging parang gaming website siya, and then ngayon parang into sales na yata.
Meron pa ba?
Yes. Go look it up. Friendster.
No, I did not
Weird
know.
Na siya. Yeah. E-commerce.
Yeah, so to the young ones right now, the lande was testimonials. That was the lande during that time. Testy. Send me a testy, I'll send you one.
Ang
Ito namang
hinang
lalandi.
testy.
So that was your first,
True.
your first, kumbaga, rookie wall.
Yeah, rookie wall.
Rookie
And
wall.
then, meron na parang, you're not smiling enough. You know, you look angry, you look mean. So, change it up.
Yan pa naman yung
Oh,
pag
yeah.
napagsabihan ka ng mga bosses, parang, oh my God. Like, you would really take
Oo.
that in na parang, oh my gosh.
Yeah, kasi you realize that it's not just your bosses who are watching it, diba? The entire country was watching it, and they're gonna watch it again on replay at 8 p.m. later on. So I mean, they're gonna watch it twice.
Buti dati wala pa yung diba? Wala pa sa YouTube, wala siya sa online, na mauulit-ulit mo, hindi. Isahan lang.
Yeah.
Lalabas lang sa Balls mamayang gabi. Lalabas lang siya sa Balls HD mamayang gabi. Then
Diba?
after that, it's gone. It's gone.
Yes.
Diba?
That's
So there
important.
how did they like talk to you that they would pull you aside after the games? And then, kasi ang alam ko, well, now that I'm an analyst, we talk, or I don't, but then like the seniors talk to the courtside reporters how they can improve, diba? So ganun din dati.
Yeah, ganun din dati. But it was more of, ganun din dati. And not just the senior guys, even the directors, even is Miss Malu, ganun. And they really approached it like a family sort of thing.
True.
And it was very not gentle then. They were very firm, they were very straightforward with what they wanted, diba? But it was not like parang ina-attack ka or parang dinidemean ka or something like that. Yeah, it was very nice.
Pero during that time, alam, like when they would say something, sobrang dinadamdam yun. Sobra, especially at a young age. kasi ngayon, pag nasa prod room ako, tapos syempre si Boom, si Nico. Yan, si Nico Ramos. Takot na takot dyan ang mga courtside reporter. Because Nico's super like, sobrang galing ni Nico eh.
Oh, okay.
Tapos parang si Nico, he's looking for perfection. So ganito pa yan. So when I get in, first time ko UAP, and then the courtside reporters would approach me. Tapos, Sir Mikey, like, fuck mo ako, Sir Mikey. Sir Mikey, magre-report na ako. Sabi ko, kanino? Sa akin daw. Sabi ko, okay. So they report to me, and then I tell them how to change it. So ako naman, parang, okay, they're reporting. Okay, so parang, oh, bro, baka pwedeng palitan mo to or ito. Konti lang, ganyan. Si Nico, tsaka si Nico talaga. Minsan papanoorin ko, talagang change the whole report. Change the whole report. Oh, the perfection si Nico. I gotta give it to him. Talagang iba. So I can only imagine. Kaya ako minsan nanonood lang ako how they take it. Tapos natatawa ako kasi parang kawawa.
When do they run these reports by you? Before the game?
Pre-game. But then ngayon kasi, 2 reports lang.
2 reports nga lang, yeah.
So they run the pre-game report with us, pero yung halftime, wala na, bahala na sila. Kayo dati, do you run the pre-game report with everyone or no?
No.
Ano? So talagang bahala na kayo?
Oo, ang alam ko I guess sometimes you could approach Boom and like
ask for help. Pero it wasn't
No, it wasn't like
so wala pa kailamanan.
Oh, if you mess up. Alam mo na ikaw yung talk of the town dun sa prod room.
Tapos papagsabihan ka na, tapos na, nagawa mo na.
After. Or like, si Direk Abbott will probably be like, Ricky. What happened kanina?
So when did you, how many weeks or how many games were you finally like comfortable with it? Kasi guys, it's not iba yung nakaganon ka na, tapos biglang magre-red light. And I think this is what I went through. I would look at myself on the big screen, kasi nagsasalita ka, tapos makikita mo sarili mo nandun ka. So, may ganong, ano itsura ko, ganon.
Bain ka lang.
Yun din. Pero parang feeling ko kasi may something eh. So, when did you like get comfortable with it? Okay.
After the first few
mabilis
games.
Lang.
Yeah, after the first few games, after people started saying that I was doing a good job. Ganon. Yeah.
Maano
like,
ka na.
Okay, that's
Gaganahan
cool,
ka na. Buti walang Twitter nun. Walang Twitter
ba?
Wala, 2009. Wala. Yep, wala pang Twitter nung rookie kami ni Ricky. So don't judge us. Wala pang Twitter.
Are you sure?
Pero hindi pa siya thing. See,
Wala pa din
nagsa-status
yung
pa
mga
nga kami
toxic
sa
people.
Facebook. Sa Facebook ka kami nagsa-status
Pa.
din. Friendster pa nga.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay.
Wala
Okay.
pa. So wala pang toxicity, wala pa. So people you
Oo.
actually had conversations with, yun lang yung makaka-comment sa'yo.
Yeah, people whose opinions really mattered.
Yun lang ang makakausap sa'yo.
Yes. So
Ngayon
if there
kasi,
was criticism,
grabe.
if there was criticism, it was coming from a good place.
Yeah. Ngayon, don't search your name if you're
Why? Do you search your name?
No. I'm like this is to all the
Oh.
aspiring.
Yeah, right now it's just too toxic online.
Yeah. So can you imagine
Gone.
before yung sinabi mo yung Friendster?
What the? Yeah, no. Ito na lang. Okay lang. It was a cute mistake.
Yeah, actually ito yung natutunan ko. If you correct yourself, it becomes cute.
Mm.
Pero kung panindigan mo, medyo alam ba niyang nagkamali siya? Or alam ba niyang nagkamali siya or tinuloy na lang niya? So,
yeah.
What was it like in school for like straight up? Sumikat ka ba sa school because of that? Naging courtside report.
Oo. In UP,
no.
Which is weird because
kahit di kami
nobody watches
nananalo.
basketball. Oh, diba? Nobody watches the basketball.
Baka mas sikat ka pa kaysa sa amin.
Baka, no? Inabsorb ko lahat.
Kumbaga next ka na sa...
Yeah.
Kasi yung time na yun, Pep Squad ang pinakasikat. Tapos next ka na. Kami dito kami sa ilalim. So what was it like? What was it like in school? Kasi kami, we didn't get anything. Wala talaga kami. Wala. Ask Martin, wala.
What do you mean anything?
Like,
you
we didn't get any
special
attention.
treatment?
Wala. Like, basketball player, ganun lang. Pero it wasn't like... So with you, did it change?
It didn't change, but I would say that I was getting a lot of, can you host this?
Oh.
This is where it started. Yeah.
Yan na
Can you host this? Can you be part of this? Can you speak here? I did like a talk for Specca, and that's where Bea Fabregas found me. And that's where she asked about it because she wanted the job after.
Okay, so this was during your courtside stint, the 2 years.
Yeah.
So during the 2 years, nakakakuha ka na ng mga invitation. But this was, kumbaga maliliit pa. Like, magsasalita ka sa isang org.
Upsilon. Oo, ganun.
Ganun. Pero wala, may bayad na. Meron na, konti-konti.
Honorarium.
Pero during that time, di ba, parang, uy.
Laki na yun.
Ikita ko kahit papaano.
Oo. Student ka.
So, it started to become the source of other opportunities. Or it started to open doors for you. Pero, like, I'm gonna ask you about it after nung 2 years mo. Kasi dun talaga it boomed from there. But how was your first, Let's talk about the first win. Because we were 0-3 and then we win against Ateneo. Did it have any effect on you? Or like,
was that the year that you won Ateneo and LaSalle?
Sa Ultra. Yeah, yung Ateneo sa Ultra. We were 0-3 and then we won against Ateneo.
Prior
Feeling ko maraming
to that,
nakakilala sa yun. 0-3.
No. Prior to that season. Do you remember?
0-14.
0-14, diba?
Ay, 3-11. My bad. 3-11.
Yeah.
2008, 3-11.
Okay.
And then we lost 3 straight. Ateneo was 3-0. And then
that was a good day.
Yeah, and then we won.
One of the beauties about reporting for UP back in the day was every win was like a big win. And it was a bigger win because it was Ateneo, diba? And they were unbeaten. And sort of like that feeling na gusto mo na mag-end yung season. Kasi ganun ka-high, diba?
Medyo. Parang, yeah.
The first one was pretty big.
The first win. Oh, let me ask you first. Sorry, balik tayo. When you started, I want to know what were the perks of courtside reporters back in the day?
Perks of courtside.
Feeling ko na sa yung pinaka sa inyo yung Nike and all that shit.
Yeah, we had Nike. We were decked out.
Ano lang ang dala mo? Pants na lang.
Nike. Oo, pants na lang. Maong. Sagot na nila yung shoes mo.
Ooh.
Shoes, shirt, jackets. At one point, they were giving like bags, I think.
Kayo yung bats na naka-windbreaker lahat.
Oo. Naka-windbreaker kami. Huwag kayo.
Tsaka yun din yung time na pati yung commentators naka-Nike.
Yeah, it was really... Yeah.
So it was all Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember sina Boom would be... Hindi ko na rin
Nike
nabutan
also.
yun, guys. ABS-CBN na nakalagay. Polo shirt na kami. Wala na, hindi na namin nabutan. So it was like...
decked out.
Decked out kayo doon.
Yeah. sobrang special treatment because you get the whole ID that you can slip in through the back, the player's entrance, diba?
Totoo naman,
Everybody's
totoo naman.
cramming to get in the
Yeah,
gate.
totoo.
You're like,
And you can use
I
that
got my
also
ID.
during games na hindi ikaw. You
Yes.
can. You can.
Yes.
Finals, gagamitin mo yun, finals.
Wala kang chair though, kasi
Wala kang
you
chair.
know,
Wala kang
hindi
chair.
ka bayad. But
Tama.
still,
Oh,
pwede
you
ka
can go in.
tumambay sa mga, But yeah, it was one of the best things that passed that could literally get you anywhere.
I
na
would
normal
use that.
people
Like,
can't. Diba?
nakapunta ako sa UP Adamson na sobrang daming tao. Nakapasok ako.
Yeah.
Alam mo? Diba? So,
my favorite place to use that is a cheer dance competition.
yun. Actually, that's where I
Talagang
was
kahit
gonna go.
anong angle.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I was gonna go to. Like, this is, for me, I believe that this is the ultimate courtside reporter experience. The cheer dance competition. For more, UP was the shit during this time. UP Pep.
Yeah.
So, extra pressure
For
on
real.
you. Diba? So, how is that whole courtside, that whole cheer dance for courtside reporters? Sobrang excited kayo. Sure. You're like geeking out. Like,
yeah, geeking out. Yeah. We were geeking out. Especially because we got to wear the costumes, which not a lot of people get to do, diba? And some of those costumes are pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's more of a mind game, I think. Because CDC, iba yung fans nila sa basketball, diba? CDC fans, they're like super rabid. They are talagang so passionate about it. They're really loud. Diba? You don't attend a cheer dance competition to just sit down and watch. You're always on your feet and you're always shouting. So that was sort of part of it.
And with UP,
and with
hindi ganyan
UP,
kadami ang nanonood. Biglang na, saan ang galing lahat to?
Yeah, biglang ang dami. So that in itself, and you have to sort of prep them pa before the whole competition. So you're there talking to the entire Araneta, mga 70% of Araneta. And you don't do that when you're talking in front of the camera.
Exactly. Diba? What people don't know is, no one hears you when you're talking, nagre-report ka. This one, pag salita mo, rinig mo yung boses mo.
Yeah.
And
remember
I don't know if...
Kat Salaw.
Sa sobrang love niya yung UP.
Mind games. Yeah. Mind games.
Guys, sa sobrang love ni Kats yung UP, sinigaw niya University of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sobrang nagkagulo yung UP, no? Iconic moment.
Yeah. Again, so thankful na wala pa dun yung Twitter nung time ko. Or like, you can't go back and go back and go back.
So, ano ba yung kailangan gawin ng courtside reporter during cheer dance competitions? Yung una, yung introduction.
Yeah, spiel, intro.
Spiel sa lahat sa Araneta.
Oo.
Sa gitna, may lalabas ka.
Yeah, with boom. Ayun, may ganun pa pala. Yun yung hype. Hype. And then may spiel ka in front of the camera with your pep squad behind you.
Yeah. Yun yung pag next na sila. Before
and
commercial.
Then, yeah. Yun lang.
Sa awarding, meron? Wala na.
Wala na.
So it's really the talking in front of 70,000. Like talking in front of 20,000 people. That's the adrenaline.
Oh, and I feel like if you have somebody as good as the UP Pep Squad and the fans who are as great as the UP fans, you don't need to do a lot of talking. They'd rather you just shut up. Just shut up and introduce the damn Pep Squad. Alam mo yun? So parang I really just tried to get it over with, and then
kung pwede lang sigaw mo na lang UP Pep Squad, yun lang. UP Pep Squad, ganun lang. Okay, so let's talk about your iconic moment from the UP the cheer dance competition. Was the ano ba tawag doon? Sa primer yan, di ba? The primer.
May primer pa pala.
Yung primer. Pero yung primer, kahit paano sa studio lang yun eh. Green screen lang yun.
Yeah.
Di ba? So, primer. Was that scripted by them or ikaw ang
Them. That was by Lori, the writer. Yeah, and we always have jokes about it. After all these years, I forward him yung mga screenshots of people tagging me. And I'm like, look, it's still alive.
It's still alive.
Yeah.
It's still alive.
Yeah, and we have a good laugh about it. But yeah. It's not like, yeah.
So it didn't so alam mo lang yun yung sasabihin mo, but was the shades part of it? Everything was part of it?
The shades was part of a casino freebie that my uncle and auntie won in the States. So they live in New Jersey. Sometimes they go visit the casinos. And they're, you know how they send mga
Yeah.
balikbayan boxes full of food?
Kasama lang.
Oo, kasama siya. And then pa yung name ng casino sa side. Some like black shades with neon green.
Yep.
And they just happened to be in my bag. I was like, oh, use it.
So it wasn't part of it, yeah. It wasn't part of
It
it.
wasn't. It was part of my bag.
What was the line? I just gotta wear my shades, sabi mo eh.
Place was good. Yeah, third place was good. But they didn't
future's
like inform. Oh, the future's so bright.
So what was the script? Hanggang dun lang sa... Sasabihin mo talaga yung, I just gotta wear my shades.
Yeah, it was part of it.
But what if your shades pair of shades weren't there?
I don't
Wasn't
know.
there.
They probably would have.
Okay.
improvised.
So it's yours talaga.
Yeah, they were mine. They were mine.
I just gotta wear my shades.
So what
3D.
was it? How was it after that? Nagkagulo tao dun. Yun yung moments na sana may Twitter na.
Oh. I didn't expect it to go. They just
To this day.
had me deliver the lines. Diba? I just delivered it.
So to this day, you
Yeah.
really get like tagged or messages na talaga.
Yeah.
It was one of the
Especially-
most iconic primers.
Especially nearing CBC. They'll always bring it up.
Nandun eh. No?
Future
Hanggang
looks so bright. But then, na-penetrate na din dun sa basketball.
ngayon.
Future is so bright.
Totoo.
Yeah,
So
those as in classic.
Yeah. Okay,
One
so
of those things.
Sobra, that was also one of the moments na you're remembered by to this day, di ba? So
Yeah.
after your first season, do you get is it a choice to come back for the second season?
I think they assume that you want to come back
Yeah.
for a
Pwede kang
second. Yeah.
tanggalin. Pero pwede kang tanggalin.
Pwede ka tanggalin. Oh, pwede
Pwede
ka
bang tanggalin mid-season?
That's
Pag
happened.
talagang kalat.
That's happened, I think.
Oh my God.
Kasi nag-refuse na din yung talent na mag-show up. I think, yeah, that's
Kasi
happened.
kumbaga na-trauma na siguro.
Oh.
May
oh.
ganun din.
I can remember an instance of that. Grabe
Okay.
yun, no?
Should I have her on the show? I don't even know.
Ikaw bahala.
I don't even know. Okay.
Ikaw bahala.
So anyway, okay. So first season, second season, matik ka na eh kasi you had a successful first season. Second season, automatic. 0-14. What was that whole season like for you? 0-14, guys. Siya na lang ang sikat nung time na yon. Kami, wala na kami.
No, it was, syempre, I felt bad for the team because I'm not just there doing a job. Martin was part of the team and every day, it was his
Senior year.
last season. Yeah,
Senior
it was his
year.
last season and he wanted to really get that win. And they were all medyo heartbreaking losses.
Oh, labang
right?
kaming 19 points in the first half.
Yeah.
And at the half, the Maroons lead 41-21. 41-21. 41-21.
So it was pretty tough. Just getting medyo heavy. But I'll never forget though that last year everyone was 0-14. I was 0-15 because there was one time I had to sub for Job. for Job. Adamson. They're on a winning streak, diba? So sa prod room bago mag-game, Ricky, makaka-win ka na today. And I was like, oh my God, wag niyo i-jinx kasi galing na Adamson this year, diba? I have no wins as reporter from UP. Just everyone be quiet. Let's see how the game goes. I hand Coach Leo a loss. And he's there in the locker room after the game. So, Ricky, may balat ka ba sa puwet? Huwag ka na mag-report sa amin next time. But it was like in jest, of course. Coach
Yeah,
Leo,
pero kahit pa paano meron ka pati. Ako ba talaga?
medyo, ika-question mo talaga yung sarili mo. But yeah, what an interesting turn of events.
And this was like Jerry Cañada, Lester Alvarez, Alex Nuiles,
Oh, there was
Dan
no reason for them
Colina,
to
Brondial.
no reason for them to lose. I think this is an ultra pa yata.
0-15 ka pala.
0-15 ako. Oh, so ako talaga yung
Ikaw
the
talagang
biggest
pinaka.
loser.
So, okay, I want to ask you about that last game.
Oh.
Kasi alala ko yun eh, we had photos pa nun right before the game that we were all just having fun na lang kasi alam naman na natin.
Yeah.
And I remember we had a photo, tayong dalawa pa. That was 2010, nasa Araneta pa tayo nun. I'm gonna try to look for that.
Yeah.
But
I think I have it.
I know that it was emotional for you kasi patong-patong. Kasi last year ni Martin, 0-14, nothing was going right. So
Yeah.
what was that last game like? As a courtside reporter of a 0-14 team and the girlfriend of a guy who finished his career 0-14.
It was very, well, sort of like bittersweet. Kasi, syempre, it's the last game. At the same time, you sort of just want the season to be over because there are just so many heartbreaks.
Sa sixth game pa lang, gusto na natin matapos yung...
Yeah, no, grabe.
Pupunta pa ba practice nun?
Hindi na.
Kami rin ata, parang ayaw na namin.
Oh, grabe yun. That was so...
Sobrang
one
bigat.
of those things na
Sobrang
talagang you
bigat.
just really wanna... May mga off years talaga. And that was like off.
Madaming off years sa UP dati.
Yeah.
So, what was that like? Oh, yung atin ng off years. So, what was that like? Sad.
Bittersweet. You're happy that it's almost finally going to be over. You're sad that it's almost going to be over because you like doing what you do. At the end of the game, you have to comfort, Martin and make sure that everybody's okay.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, bittersweet.
Yeah.
Like the end of an era kind of thing.
And it was both you and Martin, like what's gonna happen after? Because Martin was also, I believe, crossroads noon, like based on his story, like napapaisip na din siya what he was gonna do. Did you...
Paisip ka?
Actually, hindi. Hindi nga daw pala siya nakaisip. Set na pala siya nun. Okay. So, when nung natapos yung season, how many sems pa before you graduate school? Tapos na ba nun? Kasi the season finishes October nung time na yun, September. Maaga pala tayo natatapos, so September.
Oh.
Tapos ka na nun, school?
Hindi pa yata.
So you had one more sem?
Oo, one more sem.
And then you were a...
One more sem.
Ano ba tawag dun? March, April.
Oo.
March. Ano ba tawag dun? Yung nag-March ng March. O basta regular graduation ka. Hindi ka mid-year.
Where the sunflowers.
Yun, the sunflowers.
Yeah,
sunflowers.
right. Okay.
Hindi ka October yan. Yun ba yun?
Yeah. What do they call it pag March?
I don't know. Regular people.
Forget.
Okay. So, ano ka? On-time people, yun.
On time, yeah.
Okay, so you graduated March. Right after ba yung UAP courtside reporting stint mo, was it already in your head that this can be a career?
It was when I got the call for BTV.
There it is. So when did you get
because I got that call right after cheer dance. See, it's like all...
So season pa to?
May season pa.
Konti pa.
They're just like, few more games. In a few more months, you're going to be graduating. So, yeah.
So you got the call. Was it audition or we want you na?
Audition. I got the call to audition. I used to live in Taytay, and the audition studio, the studio of Solar was in Antipolo. So I was like, that's perfect. It's a great drive.
Yeah.
Sige, let's audition. So auditioned, and then I got that also.
That was an experience.
I didn't know exactly what I was getting into
BTV,
until I got into it.
BTV, NBA. So that was your first job after
out of college.
Yeah. So you started BTV, graduate ka muna. You waited muna. Okay. So when you graduated BTV,
or parang nagte-thesis na lang ako. Parang isang one thing lang.
So when you graduated, okay, so you became the face of BTV. What was that experience like in a nutshell? Like, how crazy was that? From UAAP, from watching Magi season, Woody Ko and Martin Reyes to going to, where did you go for All-Star? Like, pumunta ka.
New York,
so you went to New York.
Went to Dallas first.
The Dallas. Wait! The Dallas, yung sobrang laking stadium. Yun, di ba? Yung nag-All-Star. Yung parang football stadium. That was in Texas.
New Orleans. New York.
So these are all All-Star games.
All-Star games.
So what was that experience like? You would get there.
Cleveland.
Oh yeah. You would get there Thursday, ganon? Thursday, Wednesday?
No. Minsan.
On the day?
Yeah. Minsan Thursday. Minsan on the day. Sobrang hectic. Like, sobrang saya mo, but sobrang pagod mo.
So you get there, rookie, hindi pa.
You get there.
Rookie, ano yun, di ba? Rookie sophomore game.
Yeah, they give you enough time to get your credentials. So another set of badges where you can enter. Yeah, and then they send you into the media room. There are these like people you watch on TV. They're like, oh, okay. My
So
microphone.
what was that like
Crazy.
interviewing? Like who was your most memorable interviewee in an all-star game, yung ganong media or
Yes.
story? How would you even
Remember
squeeze yourself inside those crowds?
that was my biggest
Advantage.
advantage. That was my biggest advantage because people thought that I was this like small kid and they would make room, squeeze in the. It was an advantage, it really
Very
was.
true, very true.
Yeah.
So
Pero
what was
yes, yeah. I remember Russell Westbrook. He was kind of an a-hole. He didn't really want to talk. During an all-star game, I interviewed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and this was like outside of the arena. Parang underground Adidas kind of interview where select media are there and you can ask him about the shoes and stuff like that. It's like pretty cool stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, wala lang. Nakakalula
But
siya.
who were the guys noon na hindi pa sila intimidating kasi mga rookie or mga bago pa lang sa
Jimmy
league?
Butler.
Tapos ngayon, ganun na.
Oo.
So Jimmy Butler, hindi, mabait pa rin naman siya hanggang ngayon, but like, he was,
Si Steph Curry, hindi pa rin masyado nung time na yun eh. Parang baby pa siya.
hindi pa siya
Baby
nagcha-champion.
pa siya. Oo. Parang baby pa siya eh.
So in-interview mo din.
Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki, obviously, medyo big na siya.
Yung big nung time na yun kasi it was, I think, Kobe, LeBron, Blake Griffin was big during that time.
Yes. Yeah, I got a chance to interview him also. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul was big during that time. So it was this era. Sina Russ.
This era.
Russ, Steph, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Grabe.
When you check in the hotel, may mga stars ka din na makikita, like si Charles Barkley just all of a sudden passes the lobby. And you can't, of course you can't, like, oh my God.
Media ka eh.
Very cool. Oo, media ka eh, diba? Scottie Pippen.
So walang tulugan yun. Walang tulugan.
Wala, you really have to push. And like, I can think of a lot of the times na I got medyo sick because nga, iba yung time zone and sometimes it's so cold and you came from somewhere really hot.
Yeah.
But it's super worth it.
Did you have interviews with like Kobe?
No.
Sobrang hirap ba? Sobrang hirap ba?
Oo, the big ones, sila yung mga hard
penetrate yung crowd.
Oo. Kasi sobrang laki.
Did you see one of those scenes na sobrang dami dito sa player na to, hindi pa masyado?
Yeah, sometimes. Like see, when Jimmy Butler wasn't that big yet. Parang wala masyadong pupunta kay Jimmy Butler.
So you would get in Friday, Thursday, then uwi ka na ng Monday?
Oo, uwi ka na the day after.
Get in, get out lang.
Yeah, that's all they're paying for. So
that's all they're
get in, get out. Yeah. If you want to extend, you can naman, but that's out of your own pocket na.
Kasi sa bagay, nandun ka na din eh, no? Did Martin go with you any?
No!
Bakit hindi? Graduate na rin siya.
It's always been like his worst Valentine's. Yung succession of years na yun. Kasi diba All-Star Weekend always falls on Valentine's weekend. So, it's always been a very lonely Valentine's for Martin. Kaya,
so may mga 3-4 years na dinedread na niya yung hayop na BTP na yan.
Oo, may mga 3-4 years na. Hindi lang yon, wala ka nang girlfriend. Nandun pa siya sa All-Star Weekend. Diba?
Inggit ka na nga as a fan. Visit ka pang wala kang girlfriend.
Yes.
So uuwian mo na lang siya ng shirts, shirts.
Yung mga libre na nandun lang sa stadium. Ay, okay to, pwede to. Mga kwalya, random things.
So I believe that from your courtside reporting gig, this was your first break. And then from there, tumuloy-tuloy na. So what was it? What was the story like after that? Tuloy-tuloy na.
From BTV, it became Magic.
Dumiretso na.
Magic. Oh, Magic. And then, after that, tuloy-tuloy na. Everything just hosting. Then after BTV, Fox Sports.
Fox Sports, GOAT.
Yeah, GOAT. And then after that, ABS for a bit before the pandemic. Yeah.
ABS?
The SEA Games.
Oh yeah, the SEA.
Saglit lang.
So it's kind of obvious that some of, syempre may iba na magko-courtside but it really didn't pick up. Yours really
Yeah.
picked up. Yours really picked up.
Yeah, I was just very lucky.
Actually, it's
I was
naman
very
it's both hard work and luck.
Mm.
Talagang a lot of luck actually.
Yeah, a lot of luck. You
A lot of
just
luck
have
and
to be
timing, good timing.
offered. Yeah, you just have to wait for an offer. If there's
Uh-uh.
no offer, then go and try things, diba?
Yeah. And you never say no.
Yeah.
Kahit saan pang lupalop kapag auditionin.
Mm-mm.
Diba?
Try ka lang. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. But lastly,
For
I
the
just want to
best.
ask, how did you manage to juggle your time between, sorry, sobrang nakalimutan ko lang tanong kanina, but how did you manage to juggle your time between your softball varsity kumbaga, career and then studying? I don't know if you were the best student. I'm sure you weren't the worst student. And courtside reporting.
Um,
And the
I
boyfriend.
think the boyfriend will juggle itself.
A very clingy boyfriend.
No, I think it's a matter of knowing, because not everything you'll be doing will run forever, diba? So I think it's a matter of knowing what's about to fizzle out and what's about to boom, and like understanding that you're making room for energy. So thing that you love at the moment and you're slowly letting go of something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I knew that I was almost winding down with my academics and my softball career was also coming to an end, that's when I could really like branch out and
Focus
blossom
ka na.
into, yes, focus on career, talking, your opportunities, about what other things can you do aside from these things. So it really is just like a reassessing of energies
Yeah.
and which one is going to eat up more.
So with now, how painful was it when alam kong hindi ka na ganun ka part of ABS nun. But that
Oh.
was your first family.
Yeah.
Hindi, kami kasi present nawala ng trabaho eh. Pero like you were part of that family, and then you know that a lot of your like family lost their jobs.
Yeah.
So how painful was it for you then na announce yun?
Well, that was weird. It was super
Parang yun yung mga
uncalled
parang
for.
imposibleng mawawala.
Oh,
parang hindi mo lang maisip
can't
na
believe
mawawala.
it. Yeah.
Totoo pala.
Like even after a few days, I would be like, I can't believe they actually did that. Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah. Kami miniting na pero parang, ha? Talaga? Talaga, sir? Totoo ba to, sir?
Pwede pala yun? Pwede pala gawin
ABS?
yun?
Tapos bilang tinanggal na lahat ng mga social media platform. Totoo pala to.
It's crazy. Dark times.
Yeah.
I felt really bad. Kasi you have all these people posting their statuses on Facebook. Wow. And they're all...
Daming tagged photos bigla, di ba?
Oo. Feel really bad.
Yeah.
But look at you now.
This is a
become an internet sensation.
Blessing in disguise. But wait, who is one courtside reporter that you've seen these past few seasons that you were really like impressed by, or medyo na ano ka na parang, she's gonna make it big or he's gonna make it big? Na talagang maybe nanonood ka lang randomly biglang caught your eye or something, or your ear. Wala. Mataas yung standards ata ni Ate Riki, guys. So sa mga courtside reporters, parang wala ata siya napansin. O so sino nga?
Our UP courtside reporter, si
Yani?
Yani.
Oh, really?
She's good. Yeah. I like Yani.
Yani super
Yani
happy
has substance.
Very, oh my gosh.
With substance.
Bago kita pakawalan, how important is mixing substance and cuteness? Hindi pwedeng, may laman eh. Sorry, nagtrabaho ko dyan eh. Pero, kailangan may substance.
Oh, what do you mean cuteness?
Hindi, kasi let's face it. At the end of the day, kumbaga, if someone is like, looks good on camera, pwedeng mag-rely na dun eh. Pero yung substance is very, very important. It's underrated.
Kasi nga, remember when it was our time, we were on 4 times, diba? There was a halftime break where you're on, they dress you up, they put makeup on you. Like, it was a personality thing. It really was entertainment, diba? Ngayon lang siya nag-transition into a more serious, report kind of thing where you don't wear flashy pink Nike outfits. You're all just uniform, diba? With the logo of ABS-CBN. So we're in like a transitioning period where girls just aren't for show, and they aren't just, to be ogled at when it's time out, diba? Like, ladies have substance now.
Yeah. The more that now talagang dapat you understand what you're saying, you understand what
Yes.
you're talking about. Diba? Hindi
Yes.
nagagana yung ngiti-ngiti lang.
Yeah, and so that's why if there's something you're gonna try, read up on it in college, do it in college, experiment in college. It's the best time.
Yeah. And, look what happened. I mean, what a story. From sinusulat-sulat lang ng mommy niya, tinanggap niya. Wag kasi. Moms know best. Yun lang yun.
That's
Moms
true.
know best. I'm sure
That's
you're a
true.
mom now. Oh, so what's life like now for Ricky before we end? What's life like now? Wala. Nag-aalaga ng apat na bata ang inaalagaan.
I feel like if you become a mother, you're supposed to learn how to put certain things on hold. And that's where I am in my career at the moment. Like, I'm not thinking of my plans. However, like, gung-ho I was before, looking for work and looking for opportunities. Like, that's on hold at the moment. Because you have to make time and energy for things that matter.
Yeah.
It's family.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
It's time to go. But I thank you for your...
Isa pa tayo.
No. Hindi, okay lang. Okay lang. Mind you, hindi lang ako yung nanonood nito. So hindi lang ako yung na-awkward. Siguro 20,000 views to 25,000 views. But hey,
Bakit?
Mommy!
March, you're blocking my light.
Mommy na yan. March, get out of the way, March. No, but then...
Jahe ka?
Jahe na ako eh. Pwede, na.
Dede.
Okay na, okay. Okay na ako. Alright, thank you very much. That's been, oh my gosh. That is one of the more iconic moments on Mikey TV on our first ever episode of... by the way, si Ricky din...
breastfeeding.
Wait lang. Si Ricky din ang nag-suggest na okay yung ganitong segment. And also, she suggested also the
I suggested the segment.
The name also. So it's back to you. Diba? Back to you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I want my royalties.
But I appreciate you for the time. And yeah.
Thanks, Mikey.
Hopefully to all aspiring... hindi ko pa alam pala kung ano mangyayari. But then, yeah.
Oo nga eh. Sayang. Alam mo, we're missing out on a whole generation of sportscasters.
Sobra. Kami na yung...
Right.
Parang feeling ko tuloy na-stop sa amin. Kasi I was a young sportscaster.
Feeling ko
na-stop. Wala na ako na-bully.
Oo. Wala kang
yung
in-edit na script.
Hindi na ako nakaniko eh. But yeah, thank you very much, Ricky, for your time. Hopefully,
thanks,
I get to see you soon. You take care and...
Are you sure you have no more questions?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll ask about those things off air. Thank you very much. Oh, March, ingat ka.
March, ingat ka daw.
Ajayin na ako, March. Bye!
Bye.